Good afternoon, everybody. It's January 8th, 2023, and this is the Cannondale Cat 4 R500. Okay, so this is going to be two parts. This is going to be one, the value of the bike, and two, how we accessorized it. Okay, if you guys have been following my videos, you guys all know I picked this up early summer around, I think, June. And I actually had bid on it way earlier than that, almost 2 months earlier. And they had it all goofy set up. You know, they had super high handlebars, brake levers up in the air. It was just a mess. So I made an initial offer of $200. He was trying to sell it for, I believe, $700. And it is a Cat 4. It is handmade in the USA. Had the bike been in good condition, had the bike been set up properly, yeah, he could have easily got $600-700 for it, but he didn't. So I went and waited and waited and waited. About a month later, you guys all know what happened. Got the message. Facebook Marketplace. Hey, you still interested? I said, yeah, I'm interested, but now I'm only interested in it for about $100. The bike's outdated. The components are no good. They're very old. That's what I'll give you. All I'm interested in is the frame and fork. So he ignored the offer for about, I don't know, 2 or 3 days. Then he came back and said, well, I'm moving. Are you still interested in the bike? Yeah, $100. So that's what I got it for. Okay, guys. So what did I do to the bike? I think you guys all know the story. Carbon seat posts, Physique saddle, 38 millimeter carbon rims, giant 700 by 25 SR4 tires. One of the original pieces on the bike is the 105 rear derailleur and the crank arms. Headset, which is a Cane Creek, and the bottom bracket. Everything else has been replaced. So new stem, I went to a 90 millimeter flat compact handlebar, Sensei grips, and I'm running a 1x9 on it. Wahoo out front bracket with a Wahoo mini computer, a Hero Session camera. What else? SRAM brakes, Apex brakes. It had some old 105s on them, and they weighed a ton. These SRAMs are probably one of the lightest rim brakes you can get. One with a 53 tooth chainring, titanium chainring bolts, alloy pulleys on the rear. What else, guys? Look Sprint pedals, composite bottle cages with Camelback podium bottles. So when I picked up the bike was hitting about 21 pounds. The bike now weighs 17.5 pounds, guys. And that's beautiful weight. Now, why did I take off the front derailleur? Well, one, the front derailleur was trashed. Spring was actually hanging on it. I didn't notice it when I bought it, but I also knew I was going to strip the bike down. So that went into the trash. The shifters went into the trash. The stem, the handlebars went into the trash. It was a triple chainring, so it had granny gears on it. Those all went into the trash, went into this Armageddon gear. This is a 5311, so it's a perfect Criterium flat course bike. And back in the day, I had a really cool Criterium Cannondale. I believe it was 84 or 85, so fairly old. This is a 2002, I believe. Yeah, 2002 or 2001, something like that. Super stiff frame, the sliced carbon fork. And remember, those old Criterium bikes had steel forks with an alloy frame. So super stiff bikes. This one's a lot more compliant. So now I could actually sell this bike probably close to $700 or $800 the way it sits. And the biggest plus of this bike, it's a handmade in the USA bicycle, but more importantly, it's got the builder's initials on the rear dropout, and it's on the left dropout. So that's really cool. We could actually trace this back to the original builder, the original building in Pennsylvania where the bicycle was made, handmade in the USA. And that's a beautiful thing. And that's one good thing about Cannondale. They're a little too innovative because they went bankrupt twice. They kept coming back. And now they got a great team, but their bikes are cutting edge bikes. So sometimes they take it a little too far and, the bikes just don't make it. But between 1983 to 2005, these bikes were all made in the United States. So that's what's beautiful about this Cannondale. Made in the USA, beautiful shape. It took me a while to get used to those flames on the bike, but now that it's a crit bike, the flames fit perfectly into the bike. Okay, guys, if you have any questions on this bike, let me know. Remember, guys, all my bikes have a price tag on them, and you know what that means. If the right buyer comes around, I'll sell it. Okay, remember, it's a 52 centimeter as well. Talk to you all soon.